Hi, my name is Cindy Gleason, and on behalf of the Missions Committee, I'd like to take a few minutes and talk about the September monthly offering for the United Methodist Committee on Relief, or in short, UMCOR. UMCOR is a humanitarian and development arm of the Methodist Church. Their mission is the compassionate and caring response of God's people. It's kind of my favorite thing about being a Methodist. UMCOR is currently in 80 countries, partnering with other organizations to provide long-term, efficient, sustainable relief to those affected by man-made and natural disasters. In addition, they bring water to drought-stricken areas. They provide ministering and supplies to immigrants and for those that are in refugee camps. They also work to eradicate poverty and hunger. And again, they also do global health initiatives, especially those affected by diseases that affect those who are in poverty areas. But as I said, their relief is for sustainability. So if someone loses their home, for example, in a fire or in a flood, yes, they will come in and help rebuild it, using teams of volunteers going in and day out, rebuilding. But what they also do is they provide long-term relief. So say that was a farmer whose house they were working on. They're not going to just leave it at that. They're also going to supply farm equipment, seeds, animals, anything that person needs so they can start rebuilding their future. They help to today so that person can have a better tomorrow. And unlike some organizations, 100% of funds donated go strictly to relief causes. They're very transparent, and if you go to their website, umcor.org, they talk about the areas they're working in. And right now, the needs are great. Not only are they been still working on disasters that have happened in the last few years, whether it was an earthquake or fire or hurricane or typhoon, they still are projects out there working, because when it becomes disaster, it is not days and weeks to get things done. It takes years. In fact, they just finished last week the projects they've been working on in Houston for the damage that was sustained by Harvey in 2017. We have more things that are coming up. Now they are working to start getting ready to help those that have been affected by the current fires in California and other states. There was a storm in Iowa that devastated many farms and homes, and that was just 2 weeks ago. Their hurricane season is right now, and as you know, there are hurricanes happening now. And there was an earthquake in Puerto Rico that added more damage, while that island is still trying to rebuild from Maria from 30 years ago, that hurricane that devastated and flooded their island. And let's also not forget what's been happening in 2020 with the pandemic. UMCOR has done a special response called Sheltering in Love. And they're doing it by providing grants to churches both here and around the world to meet the needs that have affected those who have been hurt by COVID, whether it is with medicine, food, supplies, housing, things that have come up from this pandemic. They are using safety protocols. As you can see, they're handing out bags of food. But a lot of those food could be supplies like masks, cleaning supplies, things to keep people healthy. And again, they're following safety protocols. They even do contactless deliveries. For those who are shut in, they will bring supplies to their home and leave it on the doorstep. Here in Nashville, they are working on supplies for those who are homeless, because that's another issue that's coming up. They have currently given $2.68 million as of July. They went to the churches and said, we need to get these people fed. They need supplies. Can you help? And you know what? Hope responded. We were able to send funds that you donated from both UMCOR and disaster relief. So thank you for that. You're making a difference. So please pray for those affected by natural and man-made disasters, people who have been affected by the pandemic. When you pray, you're going to be the light to help those that are hurting in this world. You're adding light. You're adding hope. So please give hope to those in need. On behalf of the Missions Committee, we want to thank you for your prayers and your donations and your support of UMCOR. Thank you.